Hi everybody, I'm excited. Why? Because I know God is excited, and if God's excited, things are going to happen. And that's what we're on about today. I want to share with you. And first of all, if we're going to be able to get excited with God and God's going to do things in your life, manifest them, then we've got to do a little bit of preparation. Now, preparation, all it is prayer to God. Sorry, Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. Repentance. I'm not going to do it again. Lord, give me something back. Tell me a truth. Be involved in my life. Manifest in me. Something like that will get you into preparation, because then when we go into full-blown prayer and Bible, then we've got a good starting place. We're in a good place with the Lord and what He wants to do with us. And what does that mean? Well, it means that when you're in a good place and you ask God in, that we can hear things through our prayer in answer, or through the Bible from the word that we get from Him. A revelation, something that just hits your heart and that makes you meditate on more, and it has a reaction and you know it's from God. Well, that's a manifestation. And if we have that, we need that testimony. We need to know that what's going on in our lives, and we need to know what's going on in the church's lives. So it's good to know what the revelation is, what a message is, or whatever guidance you're getting. It's good to know that we're all receiving good gifts from the Lord. And of course that could be the actual gifts, things like tongues, it could be healing, it could be revelation, it could be anything that He works with you upon. And hey, it can be whilst we're in regular routine as well. If you're looking after your kids because they're at home, or if you're working at home or still working on the road, if you're commuting or shopping, then you can take these times, spend it to know what's going on from God, where He is. You've prepared. Yeah, you've asked them to come in so you can hear. You know you're going shopping. Ask God for revelation. Ask God to do something whilst you go shopping. Of course, that's going to turn us back to one thing, isn't it? And I've mentioned it a few times already, and that is testimony. Because we want to know what's new for you from God. We want to know what answers He's got to questions that He's given you, or what coincidences have happened. God incidences, how I like to call them. So you've gone shopping, you ask God for something to happen in your life, to have a manifestation. You meet and chat with someone in the queue, 2 meters apart of course, and you get a discernment, some encouragement for that person. It doesn't have to be talked about God, but it can be just something that will lift them up. And it might be something you realise that God put that person there for you today to talk to and raise them up. And by raising them, it's done a benefit to you as well. So it doesn't matter if it's small or large either. So if you normally may only pray a couple of times a week, but if God puts it on your heart to do some more, that's brilliant, isn't it? That is revelatory. It's something we want to know and share, that you've grown in that way, or read the Bible more, or gone out on a Thursday night and bashed a pan for the first time ever. That might be a step beyond what you'd normally do, but God's put it in your heart to do. It can be something bigger, of course, as well. It doesn't matter what it is, because whatever it is, we still want to know. We need to know. We want to know as a corporate, because what's the wonderful thing about testimony is whatever testimonies there are is someone else's prophecy. So even if it's something that's small, like going out on a Thursday night to clap for the NHS, and you speak to a neighbour that you've never spoken to before, or maybe someone actually you've had issues with. Maybe it's picked up a phone to a relative you haven't spoken to for a long time because God's put it on your heart. Then that breakthrough might be wonderful for someone else. That might be, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. I can pick up a phone and talk to a member of my family and change our lives together to grow. Yeah, it's wonderful stuff. Ask Him. Ask and He will give. All I can say is ask Him, ask Him, ask Him, ask Him what to ask Him. That's fine as well. You need to know from Him what is going on, what He needs you to do, how to do it. He's a good God. That's why He's excited, and I'm excited as well. And what does that take us back to? Well, of course, once again, we need this testimony. We need to know what's going on in the church. It's not being nosy, and you don't have to do it by name. It can be anonymous. So how? Well, you could tell me. I'm quite happy to receive stuff. So are other people in the wider leadership. It may be someone you're accountable to or very close to. that you know you can have confidence in to tell them something of your growth, and they'll share it further, but it doesn't have to be with your name attached. So if all of a sudden you've done a prophetic drawing, or you've spoken to someone in their heart and made a change in their life, or someone's made a change in your life because you've asked God to step in, we'd love to hear from it. I'm excited. God's excited. I hope you're excited too. Bless you. See you all soon.